So what are you saying in essence?
What I'm saying is...
That money is the most important thing?
No, I'm not dealing with money yet. I'm dealing with what a designer has to be concerned about. What I'm saying is that aesthetics are your problem and mine, nobody else's. The fact of the matter is, I want everything we do, that I do personally, that our office does, to be beautiful. I don't give a damn whether the client understands that that's worth anything, or whether the client thinks it's worth anything, or whether it is worth anything. It's worth it to me. It's the way I want to live my life. I want to make beautiful things, even if nobody cares.
You really got me going. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. Yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. You really got me. You really got me. You really got me. Don't ever set me free. I always wanna be by your side. Girl, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. Yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. You really got me. You really got me. You really got me.
What was happening with Saul Bass in the 50s is that the studio film was on its way out, in a way. And what you had in the older films was kind of a credit sequence at the beginning that was almost perfunctory. It had nothing to do, really, nothing to do at all with the story of the picture. It didn't progress the psychological or emotional state of the characters in the film. It was like opening, in a wonderful classical way, opening the cover of a beautiful book. And very often you'd see films based on literature, the opening literally a book, but they were like identification tags.
The inventor of the modern film title, how did you get involved with titles?
Well, I began as a graphic designer, and as part of my work, I created many film symbols for ad campaigns. During that period, I happened to be working on the symbols for Carmen Jones and Man with the Golden Arm for Otto Preminger. And at one point in our work, Otto and I just looked at each other and said, why not make it move? And it was really as simple as that. Now, additionally, I had felt for some time that the audience involvement with a film should really begin with the very first frame. You have to remember that until then, titles had tended to be lists of dull credits, mostly ignored or used for popcorn time. So there seemed to be a real opportunity to use titles in a new way, to actually create a climate for the story that was about to unfold.
You mentioned the symbol for the Man with the Golden Arm. When the film opened in New York in 1952, only the symbol was used on the marquee, a testimony to its effectiveness in that medium. How did the symbol function when you translated it to film?
Well, you remember that the film was about drug addiction, and the symbol, that is the arm, in its jagged form, expressed the jarring, disjointed existence of the drug addict. Now, to the extent that it was an accurate and telling synthesis of the film and the ad campaign, these same qualities came with it into the theater. And of course, with the addition of motion and sound, it really came alive and set up the mood and the texture of the film.
woke everybody up and said, this is what the potential is for main titles. You thought this was just a throwaway kind of thing where we just put the type up and no one really designs it. And Saul Bass said, hey, wait a minute, designers, directors, here's an opportunity for us to take advantage of this real estate at the beginning of the movie and use it to help tell the story or help be the first scene or just use it to make something really interesting and beautiful. And everybody woke up.
But when Saul Bass started making credits, the credits themselves were part of the film. And they had a clarity of a modern sensibility that took you into another decade, another 2 decades ahead. Saul Bass really was the first to reflect that and destroy once and for all that old concept of opening credits.
Hitchcock didn't discover Saul Bass in terms of bringing a graphic designer into the movies. Saul would always say, in terms of the big break, that was Otto Preminger. By 1958, Saul Bass was the most famous graphic designer in the world.
I once saw a program of nothing but Saul Bass credits, and it was better than most movies. Just one credit sequence after another. It's astonishingly good, astonishingly varied. And probably, of them all, Vertigo is the most astonishing.